Is the San Francisco 49ers about to make a blockbuster move that could change the course of their playoff run? Rumors are swirling about a potential trade involving a dynamic running back who could provide the spark the team desperately needs. With injuries piling up in the backfield, could this be the answer to bolster their offense? Stick around to find out more, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all the latest 49ers news. As we dive into the latest buzz surrounding the San Francisco 49ers, there's no avoiding the chatter about Travis Etienne and the potential impact he could have if he were available via trade. With the 49ers struggling at the running back position due to injuries, the idea of adding a dynamic player like Etienne is tantalizing, to say the least. The thought of him in red and gold is enough to get any fan's heart racing. Now let's break down what makes this situation so compelling. The Jaguars' Travis Etienne has shown flashes of brilliance, racking up over 1,000 yards in 2023, despite sharing carries and battling injuries. Just imagine him in a 49ers uniform, complementing the explosive offense under Kyle Shanahan. With Christian McCaffrey and Jordan Mason currently sidelined, the 49ers could certainly use a player of Etienne's caliber to reignite their running game, which has been hampered all season. But let's consider the realities. The trade deadline has passed, and neither San Francisco nor anyone else could snag Etienne right now. However, the whispers about his future are growing louder. He enters a pivotal contract year in 2025, and with Tank Bigsby emerging as a strong option for the Jaguars, there's speculation that Etienne's days in Jacksonville could be numbered. This raises an important question for us as fans. Is it worth the 49ers' time to keep an eye on a player who could become available in the near future? For the 49ers, who have been battling injuries like it's a rite of passage this season, the opportunity to land a talented running back is crucial. The reality is that if J.K. Dobbins can't make it back to the field in time for the playoffs, the Chargers will need a backup plan, and Etienne could be that explosive option to fill the void. Think about it. He's a player who has the potential to change the game, and that's precisely what the 49ers need to keep their Super Bowl hopes alive. As a diehard fan, I can't help but feel torn about this situation. On one hand, I want the 49ers to explore every opportunity to bolster the roster, especially when it comes to running back depth. On the other hand, there's a sense of loyalty to our current players. If we were to chase after someone like Etienne, it would mean shifting our focus away from the guys who have put in the hard work to get us here. And let's not forget the implications for the 49ers' future. The decision makers will have to weigh the benefits of a potential trade against the long-term health of the roster. Do we prioritize bringing in a star like Etienne, or do we trust that our existing players can step up and deliver when it counts? Personally, I'm on the fence. While I see the value in acquiring a player of Etienne's skill set, I also worry about the message that sends to our current roster. So, what do you think? Should the 49ers consider making a move for Travis Etienne if the opportunity arises? I want to hear your thoughts. Are you in favor of pursuing a talent like him, or do you think we should stay the course with our current backs? It's a conversation worth having, especially with the playoffs around the corner. The San Francisco 49ers are in a tough spot right now, folks. After their recent loss to the Los Angeles Rams, they've dropped to 6-8, and the path to the playoffs is looking increasingly bleak. It's hard to believe we were just a year removed from making a run to the Super Bowl, and now we're left wondering what went wrong. With 3 games left on the schedule against the Miami Dolphins, Detroit Lions, and Arizona Cardinals, the odds are stacked against us. But let's be real, these games are going to be crucial not just for this season, but for the future of the franchise. Nick Bosa, our Defensive Player of the Year, has sent a clear message to his teammates. He said, "We're going to find out who wants to be here the next few weeks." That's a powerful statement and one that carries a lot of weight. It's a call to arms for the players still fighting for their spots on this team. With injuries to key players like Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, and Dre Greenlaw, it feels like we've been playing with one hand tied behind our back all season. But this is the NFL, no excuses. It's about the next man up, and we need to see who's willing to step up and fight for this team. Coach Kyle Shanahan echoed Bosa's sentiments, emphasizing the importance of maintaining a high standard. He stated, "That's the standard of how we do things, and if you can't play to that standard, then make it easy for us and show us that, and you won't be a part of it." It's a tough love approach, but sometimes that's what it takes to bring the best out of players. The 49ers have to respect the game, and that means putting forth the effort, even in a season where the playoffs seem out of reach. Now, let's talk about the impact of these decisions moving forward. This is a crucial time for the 49ers brass to evaluate the roster and determine who fits into the future plans. With potential changes looming, including trades or free agency moves, every player on that field has a chance to prove their worth. It's not just about this season anymore. It's about establishing a culture and finding the right pieces to complement our stars like Bosa, Brock Purdy, Deebo Samuel, and George Kittle. But here's where it gets complicated. As fans, we're left to wonder if the coaching staff will make the right decisions to turn this ship around. Are they going to stick with players who might not be living up to expectations or make bold moves to shake things up? I'll be honest, I'm torn on how they should approach this. We've seen some flashes of brilliance, but consistency has been a major issue. Do we stick with our guys and hope they gel next season, or do we make some drastic changes? And this brings me to you, fellow 49ers fans. What do you think? With the playoffs slipping away, how should the team approach these last few games? Are you in favor of sticking with the current roster, or do you think it's time to shake things up? I genuinely want to hear your thoughts. Drop your opinions in the comments below. I'm reading everything. As we head into these final games, let's rally behind our team, no matter what happens. We're 49ers fans, and that means we support our guys through thick and thin. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with all the latest 49ers news. I'll be here breaking it down every step of the way, so hit that notification bell to ensure you don't miss a thing. Together, we can keep the faith as we navigate through this tough season. Keep your heads up, Niners fans. We'll get through this, one way or another.